Right now, while you're watching this video, there are people quietly making thousands of dollars a month using a skill that costs nothing to learn and takes about 10 minutes to understand. It's not coding. It's not some secret software. It's a way of talking to AI that almost nobody does correctly. And because of that, most people are leaving an enormous amount of value on the table every single time they open up a tool like ChatGPT or Midjourney or any AI video generator. Today you're going to learn exactly what that skill is, why it works so much better than typing normal sentences, and then we're going to go even further. We're going to walk through how you can take this knowledge and actually build a business around it, an AI agency starting from absolute zero, with no coding experience, no fancy degree, and very little money. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you're going to look at AI tools completely differently, and you might just see a path to income you didn't know existed. Before we dive in, if you're new here, welcome to AI Unlocked Official. This channel is all about breaking down AI tools and strategies in a way that actually makes sense. No fluff, no overhyped promises, just real techniques you can use today. So if that sounds like your kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap the like button too. It genuinely helps this channel grow and helps us keep making videos like this one. Okay, now let's get into it. Here's the hidden truth about AI prompting that most creators never figure out. When you type a normal sentence into an AI tool, like make a video of a futuristic city at night, the AI has to guess what you mean. It guesses the lighting, the camera angle, the mood, the pacing, the style, all of it. And because it's guessing, you get inconsistent results, sometimes amazing, sometimes completely off. But there's a method that removes almost all of that guesswork, and it's called JSON prompting. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. And don't worry, that sounds technical, but it's actually incredibly simple once you see it. Think of JSON as a structured form, almost like filling out a checklist instead of writing a paragraph. Instead of describing your video idea in one long sentence and hoping the AI interprets it the way you imagined, you break it down into clearly labeled pieces. Camera angle goes here, lighting goes here, mood goes here, subject, background, color palette, motion, all separated into their own clearly defined fields. Now here's why this matters so much. AI models, especially the ones generating video and images, are trained on massive amounts of structured data. When you feed them structured input, it's like speaking their native language instead of a rough translation. The difference in output quality can be staggering. Creators who switch from plain text prompts to JSON-style prompts often report dramatically more consistent results, fewer wasted generations, and videos that actually look like what they pictured in their head. And the best part is you don't need to learn actual programming to do this. You just need to understand the structure, and once you see a few examples, your brain locks onto the pattern almost instantly. Let's walk through a real example so this clicks for you. Imagine you want an AI video generator to create a scene of a lone astronaut walking across a red desert at sunset. A typical prompt might be, an astronaut walking on Mars during sunset, cinematic. That's fine, but it's vague. The AI doesn't know if you want a wide shot or a close-up, slow motion or normal speed, warm tones or cool tones, dramatic music vibe or quiet and eerie. Now imagine instead you structure it like this. Subject, astronaut in a worn white spacesuit. Action, walking slowly forward. Setting, vast red desert landscape, distant rocky mountains. Lighting, golden hour sunset, long shadows. Camera, wide-angle tracking shot from behind. Mood, isolation, wonder, quiet tension. Color palette, deep oranges, dusty reds, soft purples in the sky. When you give the AI this level of detail in a structured format, it's no longer guessing. It knows exactly what elements you care about, and it can combine them with much higher precision. And here's something most people don't realize. This same approach works across almost every AI tool you can think of. Image generators, video generators, even AI chatbots when you're asking them to write something specific. If you've ever asked an AI to write a story and gotten something generic and bland, it's often because your prompt was too loose. But if you tell it the tone, the perspective, the pacing, the emotional arc, broken into clear sections, the output transforms completely. The structure forces clarity, and clarity is the secret ingredient behind almost every viral AI-generated video you've scrolled past without realizing how it was made. Now here's where things get really interesting. Once you understand this skill, you start noticing something. The gap between people getting incredible AI results and people getting mediocre AI results isn't talent, and it isn't expensive software. It's communication. It's knowing how to talk to the machine in a way it actually understands. And once you internalize that, a door opens that most people never even see. Because if you can get better results than the average person, that means you can offer something valuable, you can offer a service, and that's where the second part of today's story begins. Let's talk about something that sounds intimidating but really isn't: starting an AI agency with zero coding experience. Now, when people hear the word agency, they often picture a big office, a team of employees, expensive contracts, and years of business experience. Forget all of that. In 2026, an AI agency can be one person, a laptop, and a handful of tools, most of which have free versions or low-cost plans. The core idea is simple. Businesses everywhere, small businesses especially, are overwhelmed. They know AI exists, they've heard it can save time and money, but they have no idea how to actually use it. They don't have time to learn prompting, they don't know which tools are good, and they definitely don't know about things like JSON prompting that we just talked about. That gap between knowing AI is powerful and knowing how to use it is exactly where your opportunity lives. So, how does this actually work in practice? Let's break it down step by step, starting from someone who has never run a business before. The first step is picking a service to offer. This is where a lot of people freeze up because they think they need to offer everything. Don't. Pick one thing you can do well. It could be creating short-form video content for social media using AI video tools. It could be generating product images for e-commerce stores instead of expensive photo shoots. It could be writing email sequences, blog content, or social media captions using AI, polished and edited by you. It could even be building simple AI chatbots for customer service using no-code platforms. The key is choosing something where AI does the heavy lifting and you act as the quality control and creative direction, the person who knows how to prompt properly, structure requests, and refine the output until it's actually usable for a real business. Once you've picked your service, the next step is proof. You need something to show potential clients, even if you've never had a client before. This is easier than it sounds. Pick a random local business, a coffee shop, a gym, a small clothing brand, and create a sample piece of content for them, completely free, just as a demonstration. Generate a few AI images for their products, or create a short promotional video using AI tools, or write a week's worth of social media captions in their brand voice. This becomes your portfolio piece. You're not asking permission. You're just creating value and then showing it to them, or even showing it publicly as an example of your work. This single step solves the "but I have no experience" problem instantly, because now you have actual work to show. Step 3 is where most people get this wrong, and it's about pricing and positioning. New AI agency owners often think they need to compete on price, charging extremely low rates to get clients. This is a mistake. Business owners don't care that you used AI, they care about the result. If you can deliver content that looks professional, saves them time, and helps their business grow, the value isn't in the tool you used, it's in the outcome. So instead of saying, "I'll use AI to make your videos for $10, you position it as, "I'll handle your social media content creation so you don't have to think about it for a monthly retainer." Same work, completely different framing, and a completely different price point. Many AI agency operators charge anywhere from $500 to several $1,000s per month per client, depending on the service, because they're solving a real problem, saving time and creating consistent content, not just generating a few images. Now let's talk about finding clients, because this is usually the part that scares people the most. The good news is you don't need to cold call hundreds of businesses or have a sales background. The most effective approach for beginners is what's sometimes called the give before you ask method. You create a small piece of free value, like the sample content we talked about earlier, and you reach out directly through email, social media direct messages, or even in person if it's a local business. You're not pitching a service, you're showing them something you already made for them and asking if they'd like more of it. This completely changes the dynamic. Instead of being a stranger asking for money, you're someone who already demonstrated value, and now you're simply offering to continue providing it. Here's an interesting insight that ties everything together. The businesses most likely to say yes are often the ones that look the busiest, the ones posting inconsistently, using low-quality images, or clearly struggling to keep up with content. Those aren't red flags, they're signals. They represent businesses that desperately need exactly what you're offering, but don't have the time or knowledge to do it themselves. And once you land that first client, something powerful happens. You now have real-world experience, a real testimonial, and real income, even if it's small. From there, the second client becomes easier because you can show actual results, not just samples. The third client becomes even easier. This is how a one-person AI agency slowly compounds from zero to a real, sustainable income stream, often within a few months for people who stay consistent. Let's bring this full circle, because the two ideas we've covered today aren't separate. They're deeply connected. JSON, prompting and structured AI communication, is the skill that makes your output dramatically better than what a typical business owner could produce on their own using free AI tools. It's the difference between generic AI content that looks obviously AI-generated and polished, professional content that looks like it came from a skilled creative team. That skill gap is your competitive advantage. It's why someone would pay you instead of just typing into ChatGPT themselves. You're not selling access to AI. Anyone has access to AI. You're selling the ability to get AI to produce results that actually work, results that look intentional, professional, and on-brand. And here's a thought to sit with as we wrap up. The AI tools available right now are more powerful than almost anything that existed even a couple of years ago, yet most people are using maybe 10% of their actual capability, simply because they don't know how to communicate with them properly. That gap between potential and usage is where opportunity lives, not just for big companies, but for individuals, for people sitting at home with a laptop and an internet connection. The tools are democratized. The knowledge of how to use them well is not, at least not yet. And that's exactly the kind of gap that creates real opportunity for people willing to learn a little and act on it. So here's what I want you to do. Try writing one structured prompt today using the format we talked about: subject, action, setting, lighting, camera, mood, color palette, and see how different the result is compared to your usual prompts. Then drop a comment below and tell me what tool you tried it with and what you noticed. Did the output feel more precise, more aligned with what you imagined? I genuinely want to know, because your experiences help shape what we cover next on this channel. And if this video gave you a new way of thinking about AI, even a small shift, do me a favor and share it with someone who's been wanting to get into AI but doesn't know where to start. Sometimes the right video at the right moment is all it takes to change someone's direction completely. The tools are sitting right there, waiting. The only question left is whether you're going to keep talking to them the same way everyone else does, or finally learn the language they actually understand.